Hello YouTube, this is part 3 of my modeling tutorial. We will lag a little bit because I'm rendering my first video and I'm waiting for my next video to pop up so I can render it. But as you remember in the last tutorial we were doing the feet. So let's select the outer rim of the shoe on both sides. Oops. So we have to select this side as well. Now let's press extrude, bring it out a little bit. Oops, okay, that will not work. So let's just size them down, or size them down first. Scale manipulator tool, hoping this will work. Yes, okay, it does work. Okay, it will work for me. It's okay. Now we just kind of are extruding this shoe out a little bit at a time. Not by much, but just by a little bit. Size that down. Bring that about to there. And I think that should be good. So now we can just unselect everything out of scale manipulator and just apply the faces. Oh wow, that I wish I didn't face it like that. Oh, never mind, it's not that bad. Well, as bad as it could have been. I'm not facing this good at all. Okay. I hope you can add faces better than me, because it's a very good skill to know, not to suck at. It's okay. Let's try it a different way this time. Let's face it straight up first. Okay, you know, we're just gonna have to deal with my horrible way of facing and adding faces and stuff like that. I am going off track, aren't I? Well, okay. Let's add a face again. Face. Face. Oops. And then add a face to there. What? Oh, they already have a face. Oh, okay. It's perfect. Now we have shoes done. As I said, I am rendering a video right now, so it will lag a little bit. As you can see, we have our pretty nice looking character. But let's... Oops. What am I doing? View front. Now view side. Now what we are going to do is change these pants from some ugly looking cargos to a legit pair of jeans. Or a legit pair of pants. Do that by Shift Alt B and then clicking the line to rotate around. And then we can just size that up so it'll look straight. And that didn't work, did it? So okay. What we're going to have to do is add a loop cut right there. Kind of closer to the foot. I would add 2 just in case. Now let's get into the right view. Shift Alt B and press A first. Shift Alt B, then select your line. Now size it up to how large you want the pants to be. Now as you can see, that those 2 loop cuts did not work very well, so we have to add a new one. And now let's size that loop cut down to the size of the legs, and now we have our pants. And yeah, they look pretty good, if I do say so myself. So let's go to object mode. And yeah, it is starting to look really nice. Let's view side now. And yeah, it is starting to look fairly nice. Not perfect, obviously, but it is starting to look pretty good. I screwed up on the hands. You can learn how to like add fingers and stuff, and just search fingers or Blender hand modeling tutorial. That's how I learned how to model hands, but I really do not like it. I'm not good at it. I just don't like it. So we can apply this subsurf now. it will say that it is not first. Just click OK. And now we have our pretty nicely made character. Now let's view side again. So okay, let's press space, add, and put the 3D cursor right about where the pelvis area is. And that is where we're going to space, add, armature. Click X-ray and B-bone. Now we have to go into edit mode and bring this top of the armature up all the way to the head. Yes, all the way to the head. So okay. Now we want to subdivide multi, I think 3 times. Let's see, head, neck. Nope, we wanted to subdivide multi 4 times. Yes, there we go. So head, neck, chest, spine, pelvis. So okay. That shouldn't be that hard to do. Let's just... The neck is always small, so don't think like, wow, I think I did my model wrong. The neck's way too small. The neck is supposed to be small. It is a neck for all, it should be neck at least. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm still kind of blabbering on. So okay, chest, spine doesn't have, should be, in my opinion, I do it bigger because the spine goes all the way up your back, obviously. So yeah, but okay, let's go back into our correct viewpoints. And why do I keep clicking like that? And now we can just kind of move the bones in the direction of how the back is moving. I wish I didn't make the head like that, though. I made the head straight. I should have made it pointing forward a little bit. Let's view front again. And now we have this basic bone system. So let's select the neck. Give it about 5 segments. Select the spine. Let's give that about... depends how you want it to move. I would say 5. Yeah. Well, this spine's a little big, so let's say 6 or 7 should look fine. Now let's just select the let's go to rotation and just kind of rotate the chest, and as you can see, it's like they move like individual bones would if you all arcade them together. And same thing with the neck. So okay, and then obviously if you rotate this, and if you rotate the spine, it'll do something like that. So okay, now what we need to do is add the add arms. So first let's click extrude and extrude a new bone down to about where the shoulder would end. And then extrude a new bone all the way down to the bottom of the tip of the hand. And let's just move it up a little bit. Then we are going to subdivide it multi 2. So we have 3 cuts. One will be the hand, obviously. So let's just move that to where the hand would be. Let's do X-ray so we know it's good. Yeah, we can move it back a little bit. Something like that. And then the elbow, which I think I put about right there. Now we have an issue coming upon us. Let's go into pose mode. Let's grab that. When we grab it, it just rotates that one thing. We don't want that. That looks ugly. So let's view front, or select everything. Got our 3D cursor, and click right in front of the hand bone. Press space, add bone, and just kind of make it a little smaller. Select that. Select the bone we just added, and then the hand bone. Press Shift I, active IK, and now the hand bone will turn yellow. But it looks really ugly when we before we do that, if you select this bone right here that we just added, it will move the whole body, but we don't want that. If you do, then great, you don't have to watch this step. But if you don't, you have to select the yellow bone, chain length 1, that means that this bone will only control the hand. 2, meaning this bone will only control the hand and then the forearm. And then 3, which is what we want, which will control the whole arm. And you can add 4 if you want. That'll control the shoulder, but I don't like to. And as you can see, it will bend Obviously, you will have the issue of this. I don't know how to get around that. I'm not the best at IK. So yeah, don't say, oh well, you told me to do this and it's not right. Well, sorry, I'm not the best at IK. So select all those bones, go back into edit mode, and Shift D. Scale manipulator tool on the red, -1, and it flips it the opposite way. Now just bring that to the opposite position on the hand. Now to the legs. I do leg IKs a little different from most people, like very different from most people. I bring kind of one bone out to the center of the leg, and then I like lining it up perfect. Then I just extrude it straight down to about the bottom of the foot, and kind of bring it back. Then I click W. Oops. I want select the bone, full bone, W subdivide. Now it's subdivided in half. Grab this little node and bring it to where our leg ends. We bended it kind of out of proportion, so our leg will be kind of weird. And now, basically from that, we just want to click E, extrude, and extrude a foot all the way. Now select that foot bone, W subdivide. Now we have a toe bone, which that is not necessary, but is what I use toe bones when I do my walk cycle. So yeah. Wow, 11 minutes already. So okay. Yeah, as I was stating, I don't do IKs for legs as normal people do it. I don't even like doing IKs for legs, to tell you the truth. I really don't. But a lot of people do, so I'm always like, okay, you know what, I might as well. I'm not the best at it, but practice makes perfect. That's the old saying. So, okay, add bone. Bring it down. Select that, and then select the bottom of the leg bone. Pose mode, and then shift, or not the bottom of the leg, the actual foot. Sorry about that. Shift I, active IK, and then do the chain length to 1, 2, yeah, 2. Then just move it forward, and as you can see, it will control the bone. As you know, I'm lagging a lot right now. Okay, you know what? I was wrong on that. We don't want it on the toe bone. We do want it on the leg bone. Active IK. Chain length 1, 2. And then we come into that error that I was talking about, how I do things a little differently. As you can see, when we go to move this bone up, it works fine. Let's say we move it forward, we have that, like, it acts weird. So what I do is I just have a chain length of 1. And then it will just control that. So really, I don't even like having IKs for legs. But, yeah, so on and so forth. So, okay, select all these bones. You don't even have to add an IK for the leg if you don't want. Add, okay, let's move that copied. Oops, I didn't even copy it. Shift D. Flip it. -1. Let's bring it over. And I have a minute left. So, let's make this minute count. Go into object mode. Select the body, then the bone. Shift P. Or no, Control P. We're talking about armature. Create from bone heat. And now go into pose mode with bones and test out what it looks like. So get out of X-ray. And for some reason, it's not even working. It works for the feet, though. Oh, oops. We just made a fatal mistake. We did make a fatal mistake. So, okay. We have to select this, the mesh, apply the mirror, apply, then select the body, then the bones, Shift P, Control P, armature, bone heat, and then we are, damn it. And yes, it's pretty simple. Just go into pose mode now, and as you can see, it will bend perfect, exactly how we want it. R, that, rotate that any way you want, just like that. And yes, we are now done with our model.